Yeah, welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed the last video. I talked about stock versus crypto, right? So today we are talking about stock versus real estate, which is better for building wealth. Okay, so today we are diving into one of the biggest debate now in the world of money and investing: stock versus real estate. And both have created millionaires, both have risk and both require strategy. You cannot just dive into it. So you have to understand what and what to invest in, right? So, but which one is right for you? Just stay tuned because by the end of this video, you you know the pros, the cons, the smart way to use them for financial freedom. Okay, you can also check out my previous video, as I've said earlier. Right. So let's continue. Let's talk about real estate. Right. Well, I will split it into two. I will first talk briefly on real estate. Then I'll talk on stock. I'll just uh the points. Okay. So let's talk about real estate. What do you understand by real estate? And when we talk about real estate, some people think it's only residential apartment or building. Okay, no, real estate is no, it varies. You have if you have a recreational center, it's also a real estate. If you have school is also a real estate. Okay, so there are so many aspects in the real estate. It's not only for residential building. Okay, so and real estate feels tangible. You can see it, you can touch it, you can rent it, and maybe you can even live in it. Okay, and on the other hand, stock feels more abstract. You cannot touch it. Numbers on a screen, but with the potential and massive growth, right? And that's why people argue. And some say real estate is safer, it's always goes up. Others say stock beats everything, talking about long term, right? But the truth is, it depends on your money goals, your lifestyles, and your risk tolerance. Yeah, that's it. You cannot just follow multitude. Okay, so it depends on your own financial goals and lifestyle and freedom. Okay, so let's have a case study. Let's study stock. The case of for let's have case for stock. Now, historically, the stock market returns about 7 to 10% annually. You know, and you can start with any amount of money, even $10. You can start with $10. There's some applications that you can use. You can even start with $10. Okay, so super liquid. You can buy or sell anytime, except the weekend. Okay, so passive, no talent, no tenant, no repair, no midnight calls about a broken toilet, no maintenance stuff. So you don't have to bunk your head, you don't have to disturb your head about it. Okay, so the coins is volatility, it's volatile. Your portfolio can drop 30%, in a bad year. So that's it. It's kind of volatile compared to real estate. Real estate also there's it's sometimes it's not stable as well. Okay, but let's continue, right? And we talk about emotional roller coaster. People panic and sell at the worst time. There's if there's any comment, maybe Donald Trump make some comment, you just see people already they sell off. That's it. People panic a lot. Little thing, maybe CPI report, any report, rate cuts or no rate cut. Any news can just bring people can just sell off. Okay, that's it. So no control. You don't influence Apple's or Tesla performance. You don't influence NVIDIA performance. Okay, you don't have control on it. So anything can just switch. But don't panic. Your money is safe. It will still grow. It will still no. You will still get your money back if you can stay a little longer. Patience is the key. So let's move on. Let's talk about the uh, real estate. Let's talk about the pros now. But talk about leverage. You can buy a $200,000 properties with maybe 20,000 down payment. No, and that's using debt to grow your wealth. Yeah, you can use other people's money to grow your wealth. And so when we talk about cash flow, rents check can cover your mortgage and even give you extra income. Okay. And we'll talk about after appreciation over decades. Property values generally no climbs. No, the value of property always move on. Okay. And when we talk about tangible assets, you can see and use it. You can feel it, you can touch it, unlike stock. So let's talk about the coins now. It requires big upfront capital, unlike stock. Stock you can begin with $10, as I've said, $50 every $100. You can make it, start buying stuff every month with just little amounts of money. But unlike real estate, it's it require upfront capital. Okay, not liquid. Selling a house takes time. You cannot just sell a house like your property, not like stock. Aside from apart from weekend, you can sell your stock anytime. Weekend and there's timing for stock also. It's not like crypto. Crypto you can buy and sell crypto anytime, but stock there's a limited time for that. Okay, but at least you still have access to your liquid. Unlike real estate, you cannot just go out there today and announce you and market your property. It takes time to get buyers. Okay, so when we talk about management headache, talk about maintenance, tenants, repairs, legal issues. At times tenants can deal with you. They can decide not to pay. Okay, so let's talk about market risk. Property values do crash as well. Like if you remember the 2008, so properties do crash also, but it's not as volatile like stock market or crypto. Okay, so let's compare both head-to-head comparison. Okay, so returns. Let's talk about the returns. Stock usually outperform in pure growth. No, but real estate with leverage can compete as well. And we'll talk about liquidity. Stock wins. You can get your money anytime. Okay, you can sell in seconds. You can buy and sell immediately. Yeah. So that is it. And when we talk about cash flow, real estate usually wins here. That's maybe monthly cash flow or quarterly or annually cash flow, right? So let's talk about the risk. Both are have risk. There's no investment that doesn't have risk. Both has their own risk. Stock are volatile, short term. Real estate can collapse. In bad market also. Okay, so let's talk about time commitment. Stock are more passive. Real estate can feel like a part-time job, right? So let's move on to the smart approach. No, the smartest investor doesn't treat this as a boxing match. No, it's not like a competition. They use both stocks for growth, real estate for cash flow and stability. And think of it as diversification. If stock crash, maybe your renter or the property, you know, rental income still support you, can support you. And if real estate slow down, also your stock might be booming. Together they balance no risk, right? Let me just conclude here. So which is better, stock or real estate? The truth is, it depends on your goals. If you want passive income, passive growth with low effort, stock are for you. You don't have to engage yourself. You can only just engage your mind. Okay, which one to buy, which one to sell, when to sell, or when to dive in. Okay, so you don't have much stress in when it comes to stock. Okay,